The RMS Titanic, a name forever etched in history, is synonymous with one of the most tragic maritime disasters in modern history. In the early hours of April 15, 1912, the luxurious ocean liner collided with an iceberg in the North Atlantic, claiming the lives of over 1,500 passengers and crew. Yet, despite the overwhelming focus on the disaster's loss of life, there remains a fascinating and somewhat elusive aspect to the Titanic's fateful voyage: its cargo, which has become the subject of speculation and mystery. While the Titanic was widely celebrated as a technological marvel, built to be unsinkable, the cargo it carried and the potential loss of priceless goods that went down with the ship have largely been overshadowed by the event itself. However, an intriguing question has lingered. What exactly was on board the Titanic, and what, if anything, went missing? The Titanic's cargo manifest. Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on April 10, 1912, bound for New York City. The ship's cargo manifest, which listed the goods on board, was not initially viewed with the same level of attention as the passenger list. However, a closer look reveals an array of goods that might have been considered valuable or controversial. Among the most notable cargo items were over 100 tons of mail, including letters, parcels, and even rare and precious items, such as books and manuscripts. The Titanic was carrying large amounts of mail for both passengers and companies, making it one of the largest mail shipments ever to be transported on a single vessel. In addition to the mail, the ship was also transporting various industrial goods. It carried raw materials, such as machinery, textiles, and even an assortment of valuable items like expensive furs, jewelry, and artwork. Notably, a shipment of fine china and crystal was also on board, much of it meant for the first-class passengers. These luxuries were intended to help establish the Titanic as a premier vessel, catering to the wealthiest individuals of the time. The missing cargo, speculation, and conspiracy. One of the most persistent and sensationalized elements of the Titanic story concerns the notion of missing or stolen cargo. Over the years, various rumors and conspiracy theories have surfaced, suggesting that the Titanic was carrying a much more valuable and potentially illicit cargo that may have been deliberately hidden or lost during the disaster. The biggest conspiracy: a wealthy passenger's secret cargo. Perhaps the most famous of these theories revolves around a rumored cache of valuable items belonging to some of the wealthiest passengers. The theory posits that the Titanic may have been transporting gold, diamonds, or other precious materials for certain high-profile individuals, and that these goods were lost or stolen following the ship's sinking. Some have even speculated that the ship's owners, the White Star Line, were involved in this conspiracy, intentionally covering up the loss of valuables for financial or legal reasons. Others have suggested that certain wealthy passengers, such as John Jacob Astor or Isidor Straus, had personal shipments of valuables that went down with the ship. While there is no definitive evidence to support these claims, they remain a captivating aspect of the Titanic mystery. The missing Egyptian antiquities. A lesser-known theory involves the potential transportation of Egyptian antiquities. According to some sources, a collection of rare and ancient artifacts was allegedly being transported on the Titanic. These items were believed to have been acquired by wealthy collectors or museums, with the cargo manifest omitting any mention of them to maintain secrecy. The idea that these ancient treasures were lost when the ship sank adds a layer of intrigue to the Titanic's legacy. However, no concrete proof has ever been found to verify this claim, and the notion remains speculative. Insurance claims and salvage efforts. In the aftermath of the sinking, there were reports that some of the cargo from the Titanic had been recovered by salvage teams. This raises questions about the extent of the ship's valuable cargo, and whether any items were deliberately hidden or stolen during the chaotic aftermath of the disaster. Insurance companies, who were responsible for covering the loss of both the ship and its cargo, were keen to minimize payouts. As a result, The exact details of the lost cargo were sometimes kept vague, leading to speculation that certain items were purposely excluded from the official tally. The most valuable cargo, the heart of the ocean, perhaps the most famous and most fictionalized piece of cargo associated with the Titanic, is the infamous Heart of the Ocean diamond. Popularized by James Cameron's 1997 film Titanic, this blue diamond is portrayed as a symbol of love and loss. While the Heart of the Ocean is a work of fiction, its place in popular culture has caused many to wonder if such a gem existed in real life. In reality, no such diamond was ever documented as being on the Titanic. However, the idea of a priceless gem being lost at sea has become an integral part of the ship's mythology. In fact, there were no known valuable gems or diamonds on board, though many items of high value were transported in the cargo holds. What was lost? While much of the speculation about missing cargo is rooted in myth and theory, there are a few items whose loss is historically verified. The Titanic's official cargo manifest confirms that a wide range of goods were lost, including mail and documents. Over 3,000 pieces of first-class mail and personal letters from passengers went down with the ship. Some of these documents have been recovered, but much of the mail was lost to the depths. Artwork and antiques. Several pieces of art were among the items shipped on the Titanic, but it is believed that much of this was either destroyed or never recovered. Personal belongings. Numerous personal items of passengers, such as jewelry, clothing, and keepsakes, were lost, never to be returned. While no mysterious or highly valuable cargo has ever been definitively confirmed, the legend of the Titanic's missing goods continues to capture the imagination. Conclusion: a Titanic puzzle that may never be solved in the end. The full story of the Titanic's cargo remains one of history's greatest maritime mysteries. While we know much about the ship's ill-fated voyage, the actual details of the cargo and whether anything truly went missing may never be fully uncovered. The Titanic's sinking continues to be shrouded in legend and intrigue, with the possibilities of stolen treasures, hidden gems, and lost artifacts fueling speculation for years to come. What is certain is that the Titanic remains a symbol of human ambition, tragedy, and the enduring fascination with what may have been lost in the icy waters of the Atlantic. The mystery of its missing cargo will likely remain just that, a mystery, forever entwined with the legacy of the ship's doomed voyage.